The Quad meeting has begun in Japan, where the Prime Minister will sign Australia up to a new agreement aimed at countering China's dominance. World leaders, including Joe Biden, congratulated Anthony Albanese on his win before the meeting moved behind closed doors. Our political editor, Andrew Clennell, was in the room. He joins me live now from Tokyo. Andrew, it's quite the distance, isn't it, from Canterbury RSL Saturday night to the world stage today?
Yes, afternoon, Kieran. He looks like the cat that swallowed the cream, Anthony Albanese. You can't wipe the smile off his face here, and why not? He's won the election. Scott Morrison's gifted him this meeting straight away because of how he timed the election with world leaders, including the US President. And the US President and all the other leaders here from India and Japan congratulated Albanese, said how great it was that he was here. I hope Scott Morrison's not watching today to really rub it in, I reckon. Here is Joe Biden first. He makes a couple of points here. First, there's the thanks to Anthony Albanese and permission to take a nap. Well, might that come from the President? And also, he makes this point again, it's democracies versus an autocracy, i.e. China. That's what this meeting is all about.
It's wonderful to be together with friends and at this transformative moment in the world. And we are at a transformative moment. That's what this is about, democracies versus autocracies, and we have to make sure we deliver. Prime Minister Albanese, I welcome you to your first Quad meeting. Like I said, you got on a plane, you were sworn in, got on a plane, and if you fall asleep while you're here, it's okay. Because I don't know how you're doing it, but it's really quite extraordinary. Just getting off the campaign trail as well.
Yeah, I know what the leader of the free world means. I wouldn't mind a nap myself. Well, here's the Japanese Prime Minister, Kishida, giving similar congratulations to Anthony Albanese.
I am delighted to welcome my friends to Tokyo. In particular, I thank Prime Minister Albanese. Welcome to Tokyo. I would like to offer my sincere congratulations for assuming the post of Prime Minister, and thank you very much for flying over to Japan right after the election.
We know Anthony Albanese's got Scott Morrison's bureaucratic advisors on China here, people like the notorious hawk Andrew Shearer, Director of Office of National Intelligence. And really, in terms of Indo-Pacific and China, etc., the rhetoric from Albanese is bang on what Morrison's is. The only thing he's throwing into the mix here is climate change. That's the difference. So, going to play a couple of grabs for you now. He talks about the importance of addressing climate change in terms of the Pacific, which of course feeds into that China-Solomon Islands issue and China seeking to curry favour in the region. Ironic considering China's record on climate change. And you'll also hear from Albanese talking about not just national security, I guess, and international security, but energy security and the environment.
The new Australian government's priorities align with the Quad agenda, taking action on climate change and building a stronger and more resilient Indo-Pacific region through better economic security, better cyber security, better energy security and better environmental and health security. My government will take ambitious action on climate change and increase our support to partners in the region as they work to address it, including with new finance. We will act in recognition that climate change is the main economic and security challenge for the island countries of the Pacific.
So there was talk from all nations about Russia and its behaviour towards Ukraine, but of course it is all about China. And Joe Biden making that really clear here. It's Australia, India, Japan and the US with a show of strength in the region to China. Now we know China sent a message of congratulations to Anthony Albanese, but that hasn't affected his stance here. He's all the way with the US. Here's Joe Biden.
The United States must and will be strong, steady and enduring partner in the Indo-Pacific. We are in the Indo-Pacific. We are an Indo-Pacific power. I was once asked by, well, I won't go into it, but I was once asked by the leader of China why I kept talking about being an Indo-Pacific power. I said because we are. We share the Pacific. one entire side of our country. And we have been deeply involved with all of you for a long time.
And no bigger target or anything like that from Anthony Albanese 24 hours after being sworn in, but he did advertise that target on climate change more ambitious than Scott Morrison's 43% reductions by 2030, which he said would get the country to net zero by 2050. And Joe Biden, very keen on action on climate change. He mentioned Albanese's contribution when it came his time to speak at the Quad meeting.
We have a lot of work to do, keeping this region peaceful and stable, tackling this pandemic and the next one, and addressing the climate crisis as referenced by our new colleague. In a short time, we've shown the Quad isn't just a passing fad. We mean business. We're here to get things done for the region, and I'm proud of what we're building together, and I look forward to our vital partnership flourishing and for many years to come.
So Anthony Albanese is having a press conference in about 45 minutes' time. After that, bilateral meetings with all the leaders, first up being President Joe Biden. And as I said, this is a pretty big day for Anthony Albanese, Kieran. Some of his critics call him each way elbow. Well, if I stick to the horse racing parlance, he's won the Quad.
Yeah, he's won a quaddie. Nice one.